Hallo, ich bin Gregor, ich bin Teil des TEDxMünchen-Teams. Wir machen das hier seit 11 Jahren, bringen wir das auf die Bühne. Ich habe ganz tolle Kolleginnen und Kollegen, mit denen ich mich um Programm, Inhalte, Sprecher kümmern darf. Und habe auch heute jemand mitgebracht, Morag Myerscough, eine englische Künstlerin, die sich spezialisiert darauf hat, große, öffentliche, zugängliche, sehr farbenfrohe Installationen zu schaffen, in der ganzen Welt. Wir reden da gleich drüber, wir reden in Englisch drüber, also falls ihr die Translation einschalten wollt, wir werden da gleich in Englisch drüber sprechen. Das geht los von Krankenzimmern, Krankenhäusern, über Spielplätze, über Kioske bis hin zum Coachella-Festival. Sie ist in der ganzen Welt tätig, auch in München. Wir haben ein paar Beispiele dabei. Das hat vielleicht der eine oder andere gesehen. Das hier ist der Gasteig, das Fat Cat. Da hat Morag letztes Jahr dieses Stadion der Träume inszeniert während der Europameisterschaft. Vielleicht war der eine von euch da. Eine Bühne für Auftritte während der EM. Wie viele von Morags Installationen temporary, also nur für ein paar Wochen gestanden und dann wieder weg. Und das zweite Projekt, das wir nachher auch noch mal in Tiefe ein bisschen anschauen, ist hier entstanden. Bei der Pinakothek der Moderne auf einem Schotterplatz, wo eigentlich immer nur Autos rumstanden, steht jetzt Flux. Flux ist ein dritter Ort, wo sich Menschen treffen können, auch konsumfrei treffen können, der von Morag gestaltet wurde. Und darüber wollen wir jetzt reden in Englisch. So, we'll switch to English now.
Okay, thank you.
I have a first question.
Okay.
In your work, and you get this because you need to move it on.
Yeah.
In your work, you speak a lot about belonging, a sense of belonging. Where does it come from? Explain. What does it mean?
Okay, so I took when I left home at 19, I took until 19 to 40 to find my own sense of belonging. Because I had this really amazing family. My great-grandfather had been in the workhouse and then went to the circus and became a clown. And my German grandmother, they couldn't find, she went to the circus, they couldn't find what to do with her, so she became a high diver. And then they came back to London and they lived in the same house for 120 years. And I lived in this amazing sort of nucleus of music, creativity. So when I left home, I didn't have that anymore. And I had to find out what was me. And I realized, even though I had, for a certain period of time, I thought I could replicate that family. But then I realized that that wasn't for me. And actually, my belonging was about finding a space that I could be as free as I wanted, to make what I wanted, to do what I wanted. And it wasn't about family and children for me. So then I started on this journey with my work to find out what can we make belonging in this world that we live now. It's changed. We have different sort of communities than we had before. And so now I work with lots of communities about belonging. But I'll just quickly this picture is my French grandmother. And she came over from Paris thinking that London was rather stylish. And then she moved to this place in Holloway that was not stylish. So her father was a salon painter in Paris. So because she was displaced, she decided, though, that she wanted to live in this elegant lifestyle. So she got her family to make this salon. They sent the paintings over and things. And then so when she came out from the horrible grey London into her home, she had that sense of belonging, even though that wasn't how she felt generally. And then next door, me and my sister, we lived next door to my grandmother, and we had a spaceship, so where we escaped to as well.
Color. The first thing you see when you see your installations is color and patterns. What does it mean to you? It's not just about color. Tell us about what color and pattern means to you.
Well, one of my big gripes is that when people get older, they think colour is just for children. But actually, as a child, my mother was a textile artist, my father a musician, we were surrounded by colour in different ways, and I absorbed colour at that time. And I think that, what you learn as a child really takes you through to the rest of your life, and that's why it's really important that children are exposed to lots of things. And so, for me, colour is happiness. Bees, go towards colour, and animals, and it's about life, and we must not give that up. And so this was just to show you that I've been true to my colours all my life. This was something I did when I was 12 years old, and then this was my Coachella last year. So... So I haven't changed. But also, I think colour is important in healthcare situations. This was bedrooms I did, and the children are getting better. But it's not just the children. Adults work in the place as well. And being surrounded by colour, you've got to be sensitive, you've got to use it carefully, but it's so important to life and joy.
So colour being one thing, community is the other thing. You usually work with local communities. You include people. How do you do it? Why do you do it? What's the reason behind it?
Because I've been in search of finding belonging in this new world we're living in, I love going and working with communities. Being brought up in London is very lucky for me because it's been very diverse. I was right in the middle of everything. But this is just a few images of different communities. When you work with communities, never assume anything. Never think you've got a method or system. You have to go in those communities. You've got to understand what they're about, and then you've got to listen. And often, people think, why do we want her to be involved with us? You have to build trust. And then when you get that, you start working together and getting unique results about working together. And also, it's not about consultation. It's actually about making the work together.
And it's not just, go just one back.
Okay.
It's not just small things, right?
No.
Looking at this, it's gigantic things as
yeah,
well, right? So that size is varying.
The size is important, yeah. Yeah, because I want people, everybody can be part of this making, and I want people to think that when we work on a piece together, it isn't just going to go on the fridge or something like that, but we're going to make a massive piece of work together, and it's their work, and they can be part of it, they're empowered, and it belongs to them.
Okay, let's talk about Munich then. Let's talk about Flux. How did you do Flux, and how did you get people involved, and what did it feel like?
Yeah, so Flux was a competition that I'm very happy I won. And this was an interesting way round because it was a very short period of time. I had to put a proposal forward that was a buildable proposal. So because of my 15, 20 years, well, actually even more of that, 35 years of working with people, I sort of, it was like this moment came together and I put all the thoughts about what community enjoy, what they want, how, mixing different cultures up, age groups up, everybody up together, and put this proposal forward. But in the middle of that was that I wanted to work with as many community groups as possible. And so I do workshops. So I do pattern workshops. Pattern workshops are really great because people can, you don't have to know how to do anything. You don't have to even, you can just do it. And then we do also a word workshop about belonging. So you do all that, but the most important thing about those workshops is people chatting. Mm-hmm. So it's the process of the workshop not always the end result. But in this case, I made patterns, we've painted, the treehouse isn't in yet, so please come when it's in. I think we're aiming for April. And there will be the painted patterns that are made by the community. So the work is actually their work as well. So this is the collective pattern on the left-hand side. And then as we built the project, we got more and more people involved. I taught people how to paint. Now we have a team of painters. And this space was about having freedom to sit around, to performances. We also involved all the existing people who used to do the Latin dancing and everything. So this space had already evolved itself, and instead of getting rid of those people, we brought them in and to make a new community.
So everybody involved has the feeling a part of me is in here. Right.
Well, and also the other thing is, this is for 5 years. This is not about me. This is about the community. I just set the scene, and then it will grow and change. I really love planting. We had butterflies and dragonflies come in the summer, which they'd never had there before. And so there's things that I feel really important. But then as the time goes by, it should grow and evolve with the community, and the community owns it.
So this is it. This is Flux. I think we can thank you as the people of Munich. We can thank you.
Thank you.
For bringing this in.